Hello, everyone, and welcome to SmashBoxxTV podcast 586. Let's keep them rolling.
One after another, brother.
I think that's how that works.
I don't ever call you brother.
You don't.
It's weird. But...
You're weird.
Oh, well.
I am already thinking ahead, believe it or not. I'm thinking ahead into early next season, and I feel like maybe we should do either a drawing or maybe an official interview or lottery system. You might need a legitimate co-host for a couple weeks when I'm in Southeast Asia.
There could be some openings available.
I mean, where should they submit the application?
We'll figure that part out.
Yes. Wow, what a treat. It'd be on with Johnny V weekly.
Yeah, those are going to be some of the pre-Pro Tour weeks, right?
Yes. Yeah, we're still, it's going to be, it's only about a month or so before I find myself heading over to Asia. I'll obviously double check and see when and where I'll be and what ones will be available to me actually being around. But yeah, there's a few weeks that are going to happen that it will not be really feasible for me to be online and ready to go for the podcast. So maybe some special guest hosts with you.
Get your butt up early. And
I got stuff to do.
No, you don't.
Yes. So, Southeast Asia tour going to be coming up in full swing. We're less than a month away. Actually, less than a month away before we're going to see that first event. I'm very excited about it. And then a few weeks of that going on, and then naturally we'll be getting into the Disc Golf Pro Tour shortly after that. What else is going on? A couple incredible A-tiers that take place down in Florida and Georgia.
Wait. Last year we were talking about some incredible B-tiers.
Oh yeah, well at least one of them. They graduated.
Oh, they stepped up. They were allowed to step up
with that kind of money and phenomenal courses. It seems like it was a no-brainer. So tonight we're welcoming in Griff, so we can talk a little bit about what's going on down in the southeastern United States. It feels officially like a warm-up stateside. It's a stateside warm-up to the overall tour. Griff, what's happening down in Florida and Georgia?
Hey man, great things. Great things are happening down here. I mean, look, just like John said, we were a B tier last year. We've graduated with Bainbridge to an A tier with a wonderful course. I mean, you can ask Silas. Silas came down here, took it down last year. It was a lot of good players came down and played Bainbridge and really enjoyed it. So we're hoping, with it now being an A tier, 15K added cash. Of course, it is the first weekend in February, followed up by Tallahassee. So hoping we can get these two filled here pretty quickly.
I don't think Silas is spreading any word. I think he's trying to keep it on the down low because that's a heck of a payout for him. He doesn't want any of those other guys to show up. I mean, what would happen if like Gannon decided to show up, or Ezra, or Isaac? Come on.
I tried Gannon, but Gannon's he's got something going on that weekend. He turned me down.
Well,
that's actual advertising for other pros. Gannon is not coming, everybody. Show up.
Come get some money. We're trying. I mean, that's our goal, is to give the pros an opportunity to play some A tiers and get hopefully some much needed cash as they get rolling into the year.
And what I'm thinking about is, for many years, for literally decades, the tour essentially felt like the Wintertime Open in California and the Pasadena area kind of opened the year, and then we would lead into what was then the Las Vegas Challenge or the Gentlemen's Club Challenge at one point, and then the Memorial, and those were kind of like the start of the season. They were the the start of tours and the start of the season. And now in the last few years, we've seen obviously a lot of transition over to the East Coast instead, and Florida's got a lot of great events going on already. I think of the charity event, the Gulf Coast charity event that takes place, Throw Down the Mountain. All these events, but people are on the now on the East Coast, and they're gearing up for Supreme Flight and then over to ultimately the Big Easy.
Do we need a new set of like preseason events? Is that what you're saying? Like these great warm-up events that
that's really trying to do.
Yeah, really get the season started?
Yeah, what has been take us through some of the building blocks to getting yourselves ready to be kind of an unofficial tour opener / pair of warm-up events.
So, I mean, it's been a collaboration, I guess, of all of us in the area, which, Chris, going over to Gainesville, doing the show, because we saw the success that him and Daniel were having in Jacksonville and the South Florida Open. And we're like, hey, what if we end the Florida, put my air quotes, the Florida Tour Series in the area with us and Tallahassee and Bainbridge, with the combination of their events that they're doing in the early part of the winter, and we'll end it off at the winter and kind of giving the pros at least 5 or 6 good quality A tiers in this area.
Well, let's get specifically into the Bainbridge event and what exactly that course has meant and how it's developed and the support that you guys are getting to have it be the event that it is now.
Most definitely, yeah. I mean, so this was an idea of Steve O'Neill. He works for the city of Bainbridge. They had some money set aside from like a blueprint deal where they had money and it had to be spent specifically at the Flint River Basin and at the Earl May Boat Basin Park. So Steve started this idea. I think he reached out to Patrick about 6 years ago and said, hey, this is what we're going to do. And then Patrick was like, hey, you need to reach out to Dave. Dave Montine, he's really good at setting up courses. So I guess it was probably about 3 years ago, Steve sat down with Dave and gave Dave a blank sheet and said, hey, here's what I have kind of came up with, make it better. So Dave spent days and time. I mean, he spent probably 2 or 3 months on this property, and it's expansive. I mean, I can't tell you. I mean, I wish you could go out and look at it. This property, it starts along the Flint River and just goes all through this park. I mean, you can easily walk 4 miles and 5 miles in this park going from hole 1 to 18. I mean, it's just a long walk, but it is beautiful. You've been to Tom Brown. I would say it's like Tom Brown without the hills. It's a really good pine forest, wooded course. It was just a combination of Bainbridge having the money and putting the work in, we have 2 sets of baskets. We have mock baskets that are there all the time. And then we have the DD veteran baskets. That's a special MPO only layout that stays out all year. So those baskets are in place for the pros to come out and play anytime they want. So, I mean, we've been very blessed with it.
When courses get developed, there's always a conversation about who's our end user. What's kind of who's the intended, not only player, but then is there a bigger picture in mind, or is it going to be, for one specific, kind of reason? So when this was presented, what were the conversations like about big tournaments, tourism, having people there, having the top pros? What were those conversations like?
So basically that's when we brought it to Steve and said, hey, this is a possibility. He was all in. He was like, so whatever we can do to get the pros there, whatever it takes. And I mean, last year, of course, we had the 15K added cash. They went all in, gave free camping. There's actually a campground on holes 7 to 9. So there's camping there. They went all in, gave the tour pros that showed up, or whoever that came to play as a pro had free camping. So they've done whatever they can do to make it so it's attractive to anybody, not only pros, but anybody in the region. I mean, it's probably, the foot traffic that's kind of been amazing that they've gotten at Bainbridge between our tournaments and all the regular, UDisc traffic that we get.
I was just looking the course up on UDisc right now, just to kind of, there were some questions on the board and I was wondering if it could answer, but this looks like such a phenomenal location. I mean, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and, it is.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
So one of the questions on the board was how many acres, and then obviously there's different configurations. So when you're talking about par, we're talking pro level, DGPT level par, and then roughly any idea how many acres it sits on the course?
It sits on 500 acres.
Okay, so a few.
And I wish Dave was on here. Dave knows the exact. The amount of the exact square of acre that he used to lay out the course. But if Johnny's got the map up, it's expansive. But it's beautiful. It flows very well. You're not crossing over any holes. It flows really well.
Yeah, I'm saying 3 different layouts: the red layout, the blue layout, and the Veteran Supreme. The Veteran Supreme, I'm assuming that's what most people wanted. want to talk about whether or not you should be playing it. That's what you want to know about. 9,140 feet, par 65.
There you go.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got 2 legitimate par 5s. I've nowhere near most of the pros played courses, but I would say that hole 18 at that course is quite possibly the hardest par 5 I've ever played.
Global average is plus 14. That's what most players are shooting out there.
Yeah.
Most people on 18 on hole 18, they average about 2 strokes over par on that hole. Okay. It requires 3 specific placement shots, and it's not even a driver. You don't have to play a driver. You need a putter or a mid-range and place it 3 perfectly placed shots, and you get your birdie.
Okay. When I hear 500 acres, I immediately think about some guests we've had and places we've been before. I think of Highbridge, which has 200 acres. I think of some of these other places that I've been that, have sometimes hundreds of acres. When I hear 500 acres, even though you have 3 layouts, at least 3 layouts, official layouts, is there talk about a whole nother course or another set of tees and pins? Is that practical?
No, there's not. There's still some of that acreage that is flood acreage that when the Flint River gets high, it will be underwater. I mean, you have baseball fields on there. You have a beach area for people to come and hang out at the river and swim. They have things for the kids. There's a big, huge amphitheater there that right now it's beautiful because the city comes out and each business puts out Christmas trees. So they're all out there. But there's plenty. I mean, it's just such a big area. They also, Bainbridge is considered the bass capital of the world. So they have multiple huge bass tournaments that go on there every year. So that, and actually the weekend that we're there, they have the Major League Fishing tournament the same weekend.
Upcoming, it'll be the same weekend?
Yeah, the same weekend we're there. Yeah, they'll be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So Sunday we're free. Yeah, they were there last year too.
Okay.
Well, I wonder if he brought Adam Hammis. I wonder if he'd have a hard time deciding what to play.
Yeah, Hammis, Double G.
Yeah,
we got lots of fishers. Fishing. Well, that's awesome to hear. And looking, registration for this just opened last night, if I recall, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And as of right now, for that event specifically, you have 67 competitors signed up, including the reigning champ in Silas Schultz, along with Jake Mon, Evan Scott, Nathan Queen, to name a few, along with Braden Sides, Ryan Mon, and Gavin Phillips, just to name the top couple that I'm reading off there. Obviously, you've got, it looks like a handful of FPOs signed up, and then also a couple of thousand plus rated. Yeah, MP40s and then Johnny McRae.
Hey, Tim Keith's coming. World champion.
Yeah, I was going to say, you've got quite a few big names here already signed up and ready to go. Obviously, you always want people to sign up immediately, but what's the threat like of because I assume a lot of people are going to want to kind of double up, play both these events. Is there any confusion about the geography, or would anyone in their right mind not play both of them?
They shouldn't. They should not play them because Bainbridge is located about 45 miles north of Tallahassee. You come down Highway 27 or US 27, and it brings you straight into Tallahassee, and you're literally about 45 minutes to 50 minutes from the course, from Tom Brown to Bainbridge Oaks.
Yeah, and I think that's probably one of the most clear and distinct things that we can make mention on the entire show tonight is their sheer proximity to each other. I think it's obviously you may just think, well, there's an event in Florida, an event in Georgia, and you may not realize just how close these two events actually are. I mean, they're within an hour of each other, and you're talking about back-to-back A tiers with significant payout on the legendary Tom Bass course, and then your Tom Brown, sorry, and then also I got Bass on my mind, and then on my mind. Also this newer course that could go on to be legendary. Like I think that's one of the biggest takeaways. Do you feel like some people, because it's so new, they haven't maybe even made that connection yet, the proximity?
Yeah, I do, and there's a lot of people that I think they're still just say, hey man, this is a new course, I don't trust taking my time out to go play there because it is so new. I mean, I really would say watch coverage from last year. I mean, I've had a lot of people reach out to me and say, hey, I'm really thinking about it because I've watched coverage and saw the course. But yeah, I do. I think that's just the unknown for a lot of players.
Who did coverage last year?
Ace Run.
It was Ace Run.
Yep.
Okay. I didn't want to say without being 100% sure. So
we also had Disc Golf Van Life. Michael did the FPO. So
yeah, so,
awesome.
So everyone can go out. I mean, if you have any questions about like, oh, well, everybody loves their course, and wants to talk up their course. But if you have any questions, go check out the Ace Run coverage, because I guarantee you'll have no questions about it after watching that.
Yeah.
And don't hesitate to call me. I mean, I'll give you my number. You send me a message on Disc Golf Scene. You call me. I'll tell you anything you want to know about it. It's still new. I'm not gonna say it's not. I mean, there's still a lot of things. The city is constantly. Dave Montine's been in contact with Steve, and they're working out a plan to make it even better. I mean, they've built retention ponds on hole 9. We're talking about putting in permanent staked OB lines, so we're not having paint, which everybody loves painted lines with white flags. So we're trying to rectify that to have it permanent. But I mean, it's just things like that. I mean, they're planting trees. So they planted last year, I want to say it was 300 to 500 trees, and you know how it goes, that they're planted everywhere with flags, and the people that work there mowed them all over. So now they got to replant them again. So they're trying. I mean, they're really trying to make this course, into a beautiful course.
And then I want to, along with not only the proximity and the back-to-back opportunities of the two events, but then also this event is listed as being run by Southeast Disc Golf Events, but that's really a conglomerate of a handful of well-established TDs. Who else is part of that staff and crew that makes up Southeast Disc Golf Events?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I couldn't do it by myself by no means. We have a great group. We have myself, and then we have Patrick Harity. We have Dave Montine, who a lot of people that have been around disc golf know Dave pretty well. Mm-hmm. We have James Cost. He's helped out for years. And we also have Ross Decker that's just come on board this year. So there's 5 of us that are working tirelessly. Even when the tournament's over, I mean, we're constantly doing things last year, our organization, I think we ran 14 or 15 events we ran 2 A tiers and 3 B tiers. I mean, we're constantly doing things, traveling around. So yeah, it takes a small army.
Yeah, well, and I guess that leads to not only a bunch of quality people that know what they're doing, but going even through that process of the PDGA ascension, so to speak. Last year you had all this added money on this phenomenal course, but the PDGA protocol is typically that you have X amount of events played at certain levels to kind of work your way into being that A-tier status. Clearly no question about you guys graduating to that A-tier status this year.
Yeah, no, it was. I mean, they do. And rightfully so. I mean, they I talked to Big Dog, and he's like, look, we got to have a vetted course. We don't want it just on some course, even though we know y'all been running A tiers for years, but the course has got to be vetted. We got to make sure that people that have played it don't have, negative feedback and say, hey, there's no sense in having an A tier or even a B tier there. So
I hate to almost say it this way, but standard operating procedure essentially in that probably three consecutive days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, of tee time starts. Is that what you guys will be doing?
Yes.
It's funny that that's the new standard where, just 10 or 15 years ago, that would have been, only done about 5 times a year or a couple times a year.
If you could, I mean, Johnny just pulled up the map. You can look, that course, we decided right away, there will never, as long as we're running events, never be a shotgun start course at Bainbridge. I mean,
hey, you're on hole 9. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck. We'll see you. You'll get there eventually. Yeah, it's a long hike.
Okay.
I mean, last year, that was Sarah Hokum's complaint, was by the time she got through at 18 and made it back to 9, it was like a mile walk. And it took her over 30-something minutes to get there. She was like, please have a golf cart. And I'm like, I'll do my best. So it's a long trip.
Yeah, okay. So getting plenty in. But as you said, relatively flat. So
yes.
Yeah, okay. So it can't be that. I mean, 9,000 feet is definitely a full course and then some. But, you're not talking a 15,000-foot track up and down mountains either.
No.
So.
No,
suck it up, people. If I can handle that, you guys. I know everyone else can.
That's why I'm in Florida.
As much as we love the shine on the brand new, the newer shiny event, also then following weekend Tallahassee, that's been a staple forever. Is there anything you want to share about that specifically?
Yeah, I mean, we are very blessed once again. I mean, as far as I know today, we will still have 2 USDGC qualifying spots. We'll also have 1 Throw Pink qualifying spot. And then for the top two MPO and FPO winners that are not already, that don't already have a spot in the Supreme Flight Open, they will receive an automatic bid to that.
Wow.
So, and it's still a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There's still camping there at Tom Brown if you want to come and camp and hang out and come play.
Okay. So, yeah, very cool, because there is no doubt that somebody, probably local, is going to be shut out of playing in the Supreme Flight just because it's so difficult to get into Pro Tour events these days.
Right.
So what a great opportunity for someone to possibly earn their way in by playing well at this event. For someone that maybe either doesn't watch coverage or has never visited, even though I think even like the Tim Selinsky's there later this year, give us the difference between, we'll say, northern or central Florida versus, Miami, or being somewhere down there where we see like the South Florida Open this upcoming weekend or last weekend versus, when you're in a Tallahassee or even in Georgia. Like, just what are some of the, we'll say, climate and or overall differences?
I think the biggest thing that when people show up to Tallahassee, they think Florida. They think, hey, I'm going to Orlando, I'm going to Miami. Mm-hmm. It's going to be flat. They show up to Tom Brown and they play around. And they're like, my goodness, I had no idea this place had as many hills as it does. I mean, there's times, that you feel like you're climbing a mountain, especially for an out of shape guy like myself trying to play out there. It can get you in a hurry. But that's usually the biggest thing. And they don't understand that there's not palm trees everywhere. Mm-hmm. There's not any palm trees on our course. It's full of pine trees and oak trees and a few magnolias, and they don't like disc. They knock it down. So, it's totally different than South Florida disc golf. I think really it's just the geography and how the layout of the land is.
What would you say overall climate-wise? Like, we'll say Florida, February, or I'm sorry, where you are in February versus in Orlando in February?
Really in February, there's probably not that big of a difference. I would say if you come in June or July or August, it's just like a swamp. It's terrible. The humidity's bad. And we can have that in February too. I have seen it to where, it's 60, 70 degrees in February with, 70, 80% humidity and it's killing you. Or I want to say it was last year, the year before, the winds were blowing 30, 35 miles an hour and it was in the 30 something degrees. So, it really just depends.
Yeah, it will likely, though, it's definitely not going to be sweltering, heat beating you down. It'll probably be very moderate, would be my guess from the times I've been down there around.
You remember last year, the week before the Open at Tallahassee, we had snow.
Yeah, okay.
So when they were showing up to practice the week of, there was still snow on the course. So you just never know.
Yeah.
Well, if you're coming from a northern climate, regardless of what the weather is, you're probably going to be like, this ain't nothing. Like, this is great. Get 55 and a little windy. It's probably better than where I'm coming from.
Yeah. Yeah, we were below zero the last few days and this Arctic chill coming through. And today when it was 37, I was like, oh my God, it is so warm out here.
It felt really great today.
When it was 37, it was definitely a little reprieve finally. All right. Is there anything the rest of the world needs to know? We're excited to get all the details about this early season action. Is there anything any other plugs that you want to make about it?
No, just really, just give us a try. Come on down. Really love to have you for Bainbridge. That's really, it's very vital for us this year to fill the pro event in Bainbridge. For them to understand that, hey, we really need 130 pros to show up so we can show the city, hey, the pros came out. We've had 100 plus or so for the amateurs, and that way they'll continue to give us the money. It's just like everybody else. If they see that there's not enough people showing up, because Visit Bainbridge wants heads and beds. They want people in town eating, staying, and that type of thing, just like Visit Tallahassee does for the Open at Tallahassee. So, it's for us, that's the most important. We really need to get, Bainbridge filled this year. But, Terry, with all this, we couldn't do anything without our local volunteers also. I mean, we have a group of 20 or so, 20, 30 dedicated local amateurs that just give up their time to come help us every year. So, I mean, with that, I mean, really just need to get it filled and, get some money in some people's pockets.
Yeah, I truly feel if you're like anywhere from a 950 rated pro or better within the 4-hour area, just go. There's no reason not to. With the amount of money that added, we all know that you 950 pros think that you're going to shoot 1,010.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
I mean, there's no reason why you shouldn't be there competing for that championship. Get your hands on some of that cash.
That's right. Yeah, come get some. I'm trying to give it away. I mean, I don't want it.
Dang, I'm going to be in the wrong country during this, but I love the mentality. I mean, looking at it right now, I think I see about roughly 67 people, so just about 70 people registered for Bainbridge, and then I see about 90 registered for Tallahassee, and that's all since just opening registration last night, basically. So get out, get registered. Clearly, more than half the field is sold out in roughly 24 hours. So that tells you there's enough people that know of this, and now it's just a matter of getting completely filled out and all locked in on it. And I see, obviously, a lot of names, Silas and Jake, for instance, Evan Scott, Nathan Queen, Braden Sides, Ryan Mon, Gavin Phillips, all of them signed up for both. Just off the top of my head as I do a quick sort there. And then most of the women that I see in Georgia, I see the very next weekend in Tallahassee. And then I bet you a few of them will be like, oh, hey, I need to go also get signed up for Bainbridge, the ones that haven't. So get on it ASAP is what I would say to that. Because, more than 50% fill rate in 24 hours is a pretty good sign.
Yeah, especially with all that added cash. Like, there's no reason. Get in there. Get in while you can.
You're just being silly if you're not, right?
Yep.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right, Griff. Well, unless there's anything else that the world needs to know, I really am excited to share all this this excitement. I mean, we're already looking into 2026. We're in the middle of December as it is, and so this isn't that far around the corner. By the time you settle down from the holidays and get settled into the new year, this will be upon us. So. Super happy to get the word out there and make sure everyone gets signed up. Clearly, a bunch of pros are doing
greatly appreciate you giving us we greatly appreciate you and Johnny giving us the time on the air to talk about it again this year. And I'm sure it helped last year, and I'm sure it's going to help this year. But we appreciate anything y'all can do for us. We appreciate it.
Well, we'll be here next year, the year after, when you graduate again, when you get up to the that Pro Tour event. We'll be here for you to try to make sure that event fills too.
We tried once. And we were a part of it. And we have, as a group, just collectively said, hey, we want to hold the best quality A tiers that the pros can come play.
Right.
I mean, there's no way here locally that we could get the cash to be on the Pro Tour again that I can see. So really, we just want to hold the best A tiers possible and give the pros an opportunity to make a little cash and get it on down the road.
As a guy that goes to a ton of Pro Tours and then also a ton of high-quality A tiers, there will never be a shortage of need for events just like these two. Yeah. These are phenomenal events that our top pros should still be going to. A few of them will take the weekend off, whatever. But tons of great talent will be showing up to these, and they're playing phenomenal courses with great money. Run by super solid organizations and individuals. These I think are just absolutely gold. So we're happy to promote them.
And when your favorite pro shows up to the Supreme Flight Open and takes 45th because they're out of practice, you can yell at them that they should have been at Bainbridge, they should have been at Tallahassee, getting those warm-ups in so they weren't rusty.
That's a good point.
I'm just saying, it's their own fault. So if you're a fan of any pro that ends up, under 20th, this is why. You blame them.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree.
Good call. We got there. All right. Griff, seriously, I very much, and one of the reasons why I did reach out is I know you guys are such a quality group of guys doing so many good things with regard to the courses and the events, and absolutely love to shine a little light on it and make sure everybody knows what's happening so somebody can't, like Johnny was just alluding to later, somebody also can't say, well, I didn't even know about those. Well, the word's out, and they need to get down there and visit you guys. So we really, really appreciate you joining us.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Y'all have a great evening.
All right. Have a good night.
Thanks a lot, Griff.
Take care.
Night.
See ya.
I mean, I know where you're vacationing now, clearly. I'll be stuck in Asia, so you have to go represent Smashbox.
That'd be phenomenal. Honestly, I would love that. Is Smashbox paying for this?
No.
Oh, well then, Terry.
But you're rich, so you can do it.
Rich. I got stories for you later, Terry. I got stories. Maybe the after show we'll talk a little bit about.
No.
We'll talk a little bit about stuff.
I want to be I want to be rich. All right. So, thank you seriously. I know those. I've been to the Tallahassee. I know when they were talking about they were a qualifying event to get onto the Pro Tour, and it didn't end up working out, whether it was timing and or a lot of different reasons. And I'll let you guys in on a little secret. That's not such a secret. These events are phenomenal, and events like these will continue to be phenomenal. And as I said, you might not get a couple of the top pros that show up, but this is the chance for all the other pros not only to win some money, but find themselves on a channel or two of coverage, get a little bit more comfortable, pick up yet another potential win that you don't have to get in front of maybe a Gannon or a Wysocki necessarily, but you're still going to be challenged with lots of great golf and a lot of competitors that are hungry to have a little piece of that win and sneak one out, during the year. So,
and we know Gannon's not going to be there. So, I mean, right there, just show up.
Going for that number one spot. So, all right. This weekend, I had some off the course action, but it looks like you've pulled up some of the action. I was fortunate enough to visit Mexico for my first time ever last year, and I went to the Coquilloc tournament down in Mexico, and looks like they've got some details up. What do we see here, Johnny?
Yeah, this is a Go Throw event, obviously, as you said, and it's pronounced Coquillo.
Coquillo. Like I feel like they didn't emphasize the C at all, the final C.
Yeah, I'm not. Well,
it wasn't like Coquilloc.
Yeah.
If it was really soft.
All right.
That's how I interpreted it.
Like soft as in like a Minnesota course soft, or
that was an old callback.
Too soon?
2017,
Still too soon.
2016.
All right, MPO. This is an A tier down in Mexico. Kevin Jones wins this, shooting at 40 under par, scorching the field by 7 strokes. He ends up at 1046, 1085, 1098. That dude just got better and better and better.
Dude, look what getting married will do for you.
Yeah, all you people out there that, make that comment like, oh, he's married.
There goes your game.
There goes your game. It's not the case.
Now, when Kevin Jones.
No, well, the truth is when you have a kid, that's what happens.
Oh.
At least for a little
while. Who are you calling out?
Nobody. Just or everybody. Literally everybody.
Thought you said Paul Macbeth.
I don't believe
that's throwing some shade.
It's a
little Pablo.
I will throw a little shade right there at Pablo. Little Pablo. Little Pablo cost Paul Macbeth like a year of good disc golf. And he's better for it. He's a better person for it. But I think after anybody tends to have a kid, that first year is a little rough. Living on the road, having to deal with the sleep times and everything like that, especially if you're if you're a very active or involved father, which as I'm sure we know Paul is, that it can be a little difficult that first year. So Kevin Jones wins this over Mason Ford. Mason Ford shoots a 33 under par. Freddie Meza, 26 under par. Luke Humphreys, 25 under par. Fifth place, Paul, Tall Paul at 22 under. That's kind of your top 5 right there down in Mexico. So congratulations to the top 5 at MPO. We scroll down to FPO. Winning this, no surprise, is Valerie Mondahano, shooting 15 under par. Her round ratings, 978, 998, and 996. So
dang,
those are some hot rounds.
Yeah.
That's enough to get you a top 5 at a Pro Tour event with those ratings.
Easily.
Second place, Daisy Kelly. And those are your top 2 finishers who both cashed. Valerie took home $360 and Daisy $200. So congratulations to everyone who participated in this event. What GoThro is doing some really cool things right now with a lot of their events and their coverage. They just keep chugging along and they're getting prepped for next year. I'm excited to see what GoThro continues to do in the upcoming 2026 season.
I like it.
You do. I'm glad you do, Terry. That's what matters the most. All right, we have another A-tier this weekend. This is, as you mentioned, the South Florida Open. This is the 13th annual South Florida Open, hosted by Tri-Fly Disc Golf, sponsored by Dynamic Discs. This was down in Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Smashbox bump coming.
Smashbox bump coming? Smashbox bump coming? Chandler Kramer! Smashbox bump coming in hot, shooting at 29 under par. The guy said he was feeling good, and the round ratings show at 1070, 1046, 1048. That's some good round ratings.
Ain't too shabby.
Ain't too shabby. Besting the field by 9 full strokes. Second place, Matthew
Gunter?
I couldn't tell if that's a T or an L. Matthew Gunter. Third place, Clay Edwards. Fourth place, Clay Harvey. Fourth place, Jonathan Borzik. Tied with Logan Plake. And Alex Berg. Alex Berg, that's a name that we don't hear much anymore. He was hot on the scene for just a little bit.
He's touring around. I think he's with Lauren, who we see out there quite a bit. So, sneaking in into that fourth place tie with three others to get him $329. So, but Chandler, I mean, so he went into the final round with a 4-stroke lead and left with a 9-stroke margin of victory.
It's got to feel pretty good.
Yeah, you can't complain about that. When's the last time we had a pair of Clays?
I was thinking the same thing. I was honestly, when I said Clay Edwards and Clay Harvey, I'm like, when was the last time 2 Clays finished top 5? Yeah, I don't know. We need some Stat Mando action there.
There's got to be also a terrible pun in there somewhere. I don't know, but
I don't believe
nice
there
work.
is. Over on FPO, Chandler Ray shooting 10 under par, beating Jordan Linz at an 8 under par and Morgan Linz at 5 under par. The round ratings for Chandler Ray, 969, 955, and 942. So that's some pretty solid golf from Chandler, who's got such a big PDGA number. It just makes me feel old, is what it makes me feel. Well, I know. 277,832. Not just a 6-digit number, but almost closer to 300,000 than 250,000. So,
those new up-and-coming stars.
I know.
And I think she's running a Whatnot as we speak. I know.
Is she?
I think she is. Or maybe earlier she was. I think Taylor Chosick was running one maybe as we speak. And I think Gannon Burr is running one. So popular time to be getting after it.
When is not a good time to run a Whatnot, really? I mean, maybe in the middle of the day. But it feels like once about 5 to 6 o'clock happens, it's just Whatnot night. Every night. It doesn't matter. Monday through Friday.
And
then on the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
Those are our 2 A tiers that we had this weekend, Terry.
Okay.
We have a little bit of PDGA news if you'd like to talk about it.
We can in a second, but real quick,
why don't you go ahead and chit-chat.
one Mike Cousins, a good friend of the show.
Happy birthday.
Celebrated a birthday here recently. Paul Ashmore, another gentleman I met many years ago, celebrating a birthday. Joe Weinschel, a legend in Wisconsin, celebrating a birthday. Jesse Dixon celebrating a birthday. It's lots of birthdays out there for some of our finest Wisconsin stalwarts. Is that the word?
Yeah, and Mike Cousins, owner of Sandy Point Disc Golf Resort and Ranch.
Yep.
As we always say, one of our favorite places to be if you ever get the chance in northern Wisconsin. It is a must-hit course.
Yes. So also, before you get into the PDJ news locally, I had the pleasure of jumping on the call. We had a Wisconsin Disc Sports Association meeting this year, which is usually an annual meeting where a number of us volunteers that sit on a board get together and talk about, I'll say, the state of disc golf, so to speak, but also
literally the state.
Yeah, share stories about things that have gone well or haven't, and growth and development. It largely does focus around disc golf. However, if there's any insight somebody has to also bring from the ultimate world or any other Frisbee related activity, it certainly can get discussed there. And we have some of the pillars of the Wisconsin community in Brad Wendt and Randy Shukar, Duster Don Hoffman involved, Jim Van Lannen, who, as we all know, from the Lighthouse Inn and from running U.S. Women's and being part of that and being on the Pro Tour and all of those things. So it was a great time for a lot of people to get together. Schedule for our season for the Wisconsin schedule is insane because we have, 60, 80, 100 PDGA events, whatever it is now. Our state coordinator, Mike Harrington, helps coordinate all of that. So it's crazy to think about the continued effort and the work that has to go into just simply, or like you think about a tournament. Yeah. Or you think about a person or a small group of people running one event, and that's huge. And then you think about multiple events, and then eventually you're thinking about coordinating just one very active state. And we're blessed in Wisconsin to have just like that. And I saw Mike Krupika from Illinois. He's the state coordinator in Illinois. I saw him on Sunday, and he's doing all of that same coordinating.
I was going to say, Illinois. I guarantee you, I mean, we have state coordinators for basically every state.
Right.
And I'm sure these type of meetings happen at every state, maybe even in, like, if you've got Texas and California, probably 2 or 3 of them, depending on,
different sections
of your state. And if you're interested, if you go to a bunch of these events and you have ideas or suggestions or thoughts or complaints, this is where you can start to step up. You can start to bring these to these state coordinators and become involved. Right. And join whatever state setup or regional setup that that is coordinating your local events. So or in addition to that, a carefully crafted and constructed email can go a long way. Now is a good time to say you could attend or maybe call or whatever as well. It's also a good time to say, hey, I was thinking I actually played or visited or went to 6 different events in this state this year. Here's some things I liked or disliked, and here's some thoughts that I had. Like, a carefully crafted email as opposed to like
being on the internet on Facebook. This sucks.
Like constructive.
Yes. I hate that I have to remind people that's the most preferred method. In fact, barking on the internet is
where
the least preferred
where
method.
Most people that really matter won't probably even get that information.
Yeah. So definitely go out and take advantage of reaching out to people. Now, I think this is also worth saying. You may have a great idea or what feels great to you, and that still may not get implemented. You have to be okay with that to some degree as well. And if I
got lots of ideas they don't put in.
Well, yeah. Well, no one said yours were smart, but
I didn't say they were either.
And maybe you do have a smart idea and it still doesn't get implemented. Maybe there's a different route, or maybe it's just not now. I mean, those are all possible outcomes. I also worry that too many people think, I didn't like something, I told them I didn't like it, and they didn't change it.
Yeah.
Well, there is still a little democracy to the entire process sometimes for how some things work. So,
we've seen
that's my PSA, though, is just constructively, politely, share some of your feedback.
We've seen that. I mean, if we want to take this to a bigger scale, we've also seen some things like that on the PDGA board. Every couple of years, we have all these people that have all these platforms. I want to do this, and I want to do this, and I want to do this, and they get on the board, and a lot of it doesn't get done. And it's not for their lack of trying, but sometimes as we know, this is a democracy kind of in the PDGA where you have to convince other people of your ideas. You have to get people to back your ideas. You can't just come in and say, "This is what I think," and I'm a board member now, so it's going to happen. That's not how it works. Now anyway. That's if we want to take this out to a slightly more grand scale, that's how we can look at it.
Exactly. All right. What else? We'll say specifically from the PDGA's perspective, do you got?
Sure. So there's just a few little PDGA things. PDGA Europe and Innova Europe have created a Grow the Sport program that's giving beginner equipment discounts. So basically, like 25% off portable baskets. You can get up to 3 baskets per buyer for schools and colleges. For clubs, PDGA Europe is doing it like a development grant. If you're in Europe and you're listening to this, first of all, thank you. Second of all, and you're interested in growing the sport, by all means, start looking into some of these things. we when we think of Europe, we think of such a thriving environment, but really, that's Northern Europe.
Right.
There are spots in other parts of Europe that are growing, but when you start to look down into Southern Europe, there's not a lot of disc golf happening that's drawing a lot of eyeballs right now. So it's starting to grow, but I think that we can continue to push that further, and things like this will help out a bit. So if someone in Italy or France or something along those lines, Portugal has ideas and wants to get schools or courses put in, this is a good avenue to look. And the other thing, new member benefits for being a PDGA member. This was actually put out last week, but I missed it apparently, because we didn't really talk about it. But UDisc is coming back into the fold. We're going to get a PDGA members, and I say we because I'm a PDGA member. We'll get, I believe it's a 15% yearly discount on your UDisc membership. You can get discounts for design services from McCabe Course Design. I don't know what that guy's ever done, but yeah, McCabe. Who even has 2 C's in their name? I don't know why.
Back to back, nonetheless.
Yeah, back to back.
I mean, Kokioke was one thing, but McCabe,
Clay and Clay. Yeah. We got. Yeah. So, and in case you didn't know, that's Eric McCabe, world champion. He does phenomenal disc golf course design all over the country, and custom pins for TDs and PDGA club members. There are other member benefits, but these are just the new ones this season. I believe there's always been some discounts on maybe like hotels and things of that nature. Go out, take advantage. Just every year, take a look at those member benefits and see if they appeal to you. It is part of being a PDGA member. I think there's still DGN subscription bonuses, discounts you can get. So yes, by all means, go out and do that. And it's a 15% discount on UDisc Pro subscriptions. So I don't know if they have other UDisc subscriptions.
Well, I always think about UDisc. They have like their free.
I know that's not I mean, they got a free, but why would you need a discount on a free subscription, Terry?
Dude, if it's free, it's for me. I think that's the official saying. Free 99, right?
That's true. And this is just a general word about UDisc and other apps as well. If you have the opportunity to sign up for a subscription, just do yourself the favor and go to the website. Don't do it through Apple or Google Pay. If you can, I don't see why you couldn't, but
they take more of the money for themselves.
They take a cut of that money. So if you have we'll just say a $30 subscription, they're taking anywhere from 5 to 15 to 30%, depending on how big. Actually, I think it's 15 to 30%, depending on how large the company is and how much subscription and how long they've been doing it. But I mean, that's a huge chunk of cash. So that could be up to $10 of UDisc's annual subscription if it's a 30% that they're getting hit with. So that's why this discount, you have to go right through udisc.com. So do that in general if you're signing up for UDisc. Don't sign up through the apps. But that's just a word of advice. If you can ever avoid the apps for subscriptions, it's always better.
Johnny's small business tips.
Small business tips.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. All right, something else taking place, and I'll be the first to admit I do not know all the details. Nobody's shocked by that. But the Southeast Asia Games are taking place, and I know that disc golf is in that conversation, and they're getting things set up as it's taking place in Thailand. Right now, they have all sorts of different events for it. Some are being broadcast. I know that Ultimate is being broadcast. One of the gentlemen who does phenomenal food tours in Cambodia, his name's Jared. He is one of the co-commentators for the Ultimate side of things because that was what he was doing prior to finding disc golf. And so tons of things going on out there, but Southeast Asia Games has disc golf represented in it. A number of countries, I know countries from the Philippines and all around there are participating in the Southeast Asia Games. So really cool to see Indonesia, Vietnam, Singapore, Malaysia, the Philippines, Myanmar, so on and so forth. So pretty cool that's all going down as well. So you'll see more posts about it from a lot of our Southeast Asia competitors, disc golf competitors. And that's what I have on that. Real quick, the other of real business notes, I guess, would be I had the pleasure of going to the holiday disc swap that was taking place at Workforce Brewing in Plainfield, Illinois, down near the Joliet area. Leo and the crew, along with Workforce, again hosting. I think they ultimately had 36 vendors that were invited. You paid a very nominal table fee, and you were set up with a spot to then vend. And one of the really cool things about this wasn't like a traditional fly mart in the sense that it's a lot of it's not a lot of big operations with brand new discs. It's mostly like you grabbing 50 or 100 of your own discs that you no longer throw and then bringing those. It's definitely has that flea market, swap market like feel to it, where you're going to find good deals because you found a either gently used or maybe massively used disc, but you're getting it for anywhere from $3 to $8. Barrett White, multiple-time world champ, Team Discraft, selling a ton of discs that she just literally doesn't throw anymore. There was a lot of great Discraft gems in there for the right person. Myself, I picked up 2 D Comets.
Oh, some nice.
Which I've never even thrown before.
Yeah.
And I am so excited to try them out. I know their durability. It's like D or DX type plastic, which used to be one of the few plastics available way back in the day. I had never seen them. And I was like, I have to own these. So I bought those and a couple of buzzes from her and everything else. So tons of people. Dana Vici, standing right next to me, was selling boxes full of discs. I think somebody bought an entire box of like Cloud Breakers, like hundreds of dollars worth. You saw a ton of collectibles, all sorts of brands. It's just really cool because it gives everybody an opportunity to maybe thin your collection of legitimate expensive collectibles, or you have those 10 discs that have been in your backyard and you're like, hey, I'd be good with $3 a piece for these. And maybe somebody else comes along and says, you know what? I would love that beat up Judge, or I would love that beat up P2. And people were getting deals. So Workforce Brewing also happens to, they don't F around when it comes to some barrel-aged stouts.
Of course, we knew this was coming.
So I do have to give them a very legitimate shout out for that as well.
Were you able to make it home that night, or did you stay there?
Well, it was a long night. We'll just say that. I was not harmed, nor did I harm anyone else in the process. But it was a good night and a lot of fun. So again, huge shout out. This is the second time I've attended this event, and then like the 5 or so years they've had it, and it's just a lot of fun. And one other thing that I didn't even think about showing off or bringing, because I'm an idiot.
Yeah. Maybe
I'll go grab one for the after show. I have produced some disc golf themed Christmas ornaments, and allow you to pick like kind of a design, and then like a foreground or a background, and then an actual like accent color to it, and they're disc golf themed. And a number of people pick some up at the swap meet, and I have those available. So maybe I should be showing those off. I should give one away tonight.
Yeah, we should give one away. But is there some irony in that our sport tries to avoid trees? And here you are, decorating a tree.
It depends on the kind of trees. I like some trees.
I mean, maybe. Not when you're playing disc golf, probably. Like, not usually.
The right kind of tree.
I know you're on record as just saying there's certain trees that you like way more than others. But.
True. And while we're speaking of being on record for things, I am not the owner or producer. I'm just a paid actor of the disc golf product called the Rim Jobber, which this is not a paid ad, I don't think, for them either. But no, they make disc. It's a disc stamp that goes on the inside rim of a disc. Some of you saw the commercial this last weekend. It was just released a couple days ago. 100+ people have ordered them and take advantage of them. So if you don't think it's a real product, you're wrong. You may or may not love the branding and the name. That's all fine. I understand that. It is not a product of mine, though. Dave from the Dyers Guild makes that product, and I do genuinely believe it is a phenomenal product. He asked if I would help share it with the world. He did all of the work to film it and to do the editing, of course, because it's really good. It's a lot better than I would ever do. So if you are interested, those are available. You can either go to my website where I do link to them, or you can reach out or whatever. If I think of it, I'll put a link in here. But it was a little polarizing when some people were questioning the product. It's not, the branding isn't for everyone, and I can genuinely understand that.
Sure, it's fine.
But if you want to get my disc in a box, you could order those from me. That is my product. Anyway, thank you to everyone that honestly is supporting Dave and getting this really cool product. I was helping make them last night, actually, like laser. There was some like craft type assembly, like actually physically helping put a little bit of love into them. So
using a little CA glue, maybe some activator.
I'm not doing any of the stuff. Like I have all my fingers still, but I was of some assistance at some point momentarily.
You shouldn't be losing.
And I didn't lose any fingers or stick any together. So that's a win.
Yeah. No, that's true.
A win.
Yeah. If your fingers didn't like somehow get stuck to your face at some point, then. First of all, you probably weren't doing any real work, but second of all, that's true. It's good.
Dave, if you've got Dave's out there, I didn't realize it. Dave, if you're out there and you want to send me a direct link, I'll post it in the chat because I don't think it'll post for you. But if somebody does want to get some, seriously, it's a good time to do it. And I think we can get them out in time he can get them out in time for Christmas. All right. I was just gonna read quickly, Brody. Ugliest trophy compilation, like an ugly Christmas sweater. Yeah, let's get some the ornaments on the website. Ace runs out there. Awesome to see. Real quick, what is he talking about? Chantel shows get Conrad a helmet. Uh-oh. Okay. Hopefully you guys are steering clear of any discs out there. I will also say, and this popped up out of nowhere, unless you're really in the know. Congratulations to Nathan Queen and Rebecca Cox on tying the knot.
Wow, I did not hear that. I haven't looked at the Instagrams recently, so that maybe that's where it was posted.
They posted it. They made it Facebook official a day or so ago. But yeah, congratulations to them. Very cool to see. I saw her just a couple of weeks ago in Florida, and we did not have that conversation at the time. And that's awesome. Congratulations.
She's changing her name.
I do not know.
Like, I mean, as we know, there's disc golf.
Rebecca Queen?
Yeah.
Rebecca Cox Queen. Rebecca Queen Cox.
I'm sorry. Yeah. That's don't hyphenate.
What are the shirts going to say next year?
Yeah. Missy Gannon's going to have a field day.
Rebecca Cox Queen.
Yeah, that's
they've had to have this conversation.
Oh, you know they have. 100%. 100% they have. I never thought about it until just now.
Did I?
But thank you. Thank you for putting that in my head.
I sense a new stamp coming.
Oh. Yeah, that's great. That's great. I'm good for them. Honestly, I'm very happy for both of them.
Of course.
It's phenomenal. It's always good it's always nice to see two disc golfers get together, especially when you're touring. It makes these things way easier.
Yeah, I love it. And speaking of disc golfers with some new products, Matt Schlabach. If you don't follow him on the Instagrams, he is working and now releasing his own version of a seasoning for some of his steak stuff that he does. I just saw it posted yesterday. He's working on the labels and some of the packaging details, but it's out there and it's available. And so Matt Schlabach working on some seasoning.
I will order some of that. Matt Schlabach, when you're done with it, make sure to reach out to me.
I think it's out there.
Is it? Okay, then I will order some because I'll
get you to the grams.
Get me like grams of
seasoning,
and
to the Instagram where he posted it.
Oh yeah, I think actually I did see that.
No, she's not from the Queen. Oh no, Charlotte's the Queen City, right?
Correct. He's from the Queen City.
Yeah, but Tim on the board said she's from the Queen City.
She's from Ohio.
Yeah, she's from Cincinnati. And Cincinnati, what's Cincinnati's line?
Oh, are they the Chili City?
They got a mantra. Or something.
Tim would know. Oh,
okay, Cincinnati. That's what made me hesitate on saying that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it has been called that, but I never
Tim knows. It's also the Queen City.
Okay.
All right.
Either way.
So
I'll be your queen if you know what I mean.
Yes. 2 Queen City people.
What does that make?
2 queens?
Quite the chessboard.
Yeah.
All right. I don't have much else, really. Obviously, kind of slow goings. I've been promising it for weeks, and I'm finally delivering. I'll say it here tomorrow morning. Already in the queue. PLO round 1 montage. We might have gotten all 94 women represented in that video. I hope so. If not, it's going to be close. So hopefully that you can find yourself there if you were out there participating or a loved one was participating. And then the following day, round 2, which is the shot-by-shot coverage from that, is going to be released. So you got some fresh disc golf footage coming up in the next few days. Okay, with that, I think we can call the regular show. It's going to be on the short side, and I'm okay with that. We can come back. We'll have an after show. That means a giveaway and some other odds and ends. But we want to thank Griff for joining us. Get down to Florida, people.
It's a no-brainer.
Florida and Georgia. Let me be clear. Florida and Georgia for those 2 events. It looks like we're going to have a pretty solid field that's already signed up. Hopefully it only continues to grow and strengthen. And if you're not playing, make sure you're down there supporting and taking all in that action in person because it should be a really good time. And the tickets will be 100% cheaper than they are at the Supreme Flight Open. Maybe I could even save you like 1,300 or 1,500%. Like prescription prices are coming down. So I can save you some big money.
Sure.
Okay. Anyway, SmashBoxxTV podcast 586. Again, thanks to Griff. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the after show. We'll see you then. You step inside the Smashbox.
Thank you to our $2 and above patrons. Your name is listed below in the credits. If you are interested in being listed as a producer in the SmashBoxxTV credits and supporting this and other fine podcasts, please visit patreon.com/SmashBoxxTV.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to SmashBoxxTV Podcast 586's After Show.
You promised us an ornament. Like I'm curious now, and
I've got Elf on the Shelf.
Mm,
It's a different style than you're used to.
yeah.
All right,
I got a Terry on the ferry, so I don't.
I will. Yeah, I can run and go get it. I think I have some out in the car still. And I can. You got a story for the people? You going to share something with them while I run to the car?
Well, I can figure something out.
I don't know. That's a lot of trust in you. All right, I'll be back shortly.
That is a lot of trust. I've had. Well, it'll only take Terry hopefully 30 seconds or so, assuming he doesn't trip and fall.
About 3 minutes.
Oh, that's a long time, Terry. Terry said 3 minutes. Oh man, both stories I want to tell. I want Terry here so we can comment on them. But I'll quickly recap. My car broke down. My brand new car broke down. I have a 2025 Ioniq 5. It's an all EV vehicle. And there is a particular known flaw in this vehicle. and it apparently affects, according to Hyundai, it affects about 3% of the vehicles, which I think is a lot. And it happened to me. I've got like 4,300 miles on it. It's the ICCU, the Internal Central Charging Unit. This morning, I went out to my car after driving it all day yesterday, went to putting league, where I performed very well, by the way. Not very well. I performed well. I scored like 38 points. I think the leader was at 40 when I left, but someone else could have shown up. And so this morning, I go out to my car, and I go to turn it on, because I have to go to an appointment for my daughter, which is literally a block and a half away. I could have walked. I chose not to because it was a little chilly, and it was a little warm and melty. So I go out to my car, turn the car on, and there's a big red light on it that says, hey, electrical issue. Turn it off and turn it on again, which is what any good IT person will tell you. So I turn it off, and I turn it on again, and there's a big red light on my car, my brand new car, and it basically says, you have a problem. Go find the dealership. So I go to drive it, and I'm like, okay, I'll bring it to the dealership, whatever. The car will not drive faster than 22 miles an hour. It is...
Sweet. As long as you live in a school zone full time.
It is in turtle mode. And I live about, I think probably, I would say it's about 4 miles to the dealership, or where I got my car from. So I decide to just drive it to the dealership at 22 miles an hour. I put my flashers on. I don't think some people were happy with me because there's a few areas where...
Well, when you're on the interstate.
Yeah, I did not get on the interstate, thankfully. I knew better than that.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, so the ICCU and a fuse blew in my vehicle, and thankfully it's all covered. It's all under warranty. They had none in stock, but they said they overnighted one, and I should have it... They're going to get it tomorrow, and I should have the car back by maybe Wednesday night, but probably Thursday, because this place was swamped. And unfortunately, this is like a known issue with these vehicles, that these ICCUs, I don't know if it's a bad batch of them, but or what's going on, but it's a known issue. So hopefully now that it's going to be fixed, it won't be a problem in the future. If it is, I don't really care, because I'll just get it fixed again and again until they figure out what the hell's wrong with that. But that means that both mine and my wife's car are at the same dealership right now, sitting, and we're down to one.
Nailed it.
We're down to one vehicle, because last night she dropped her car off there. Because, as I talked about a few weeks ago, I kind of slowly slid into a concrete thing, and so last night we dropped it off, and I picked her up in my regular car, and we drove home. And I was like, oh, cool, that'll be there for a day or so while they fix it. It'll be fine, insurance and whatnot. But yeah, so then this morning I had to drop my car off. So thankfully, it's all covered. They're even covering the rental car for me. It's a Mazda Mirage, I believe, is what it is. Because the guy asked me, they picked me up, Enterprise, and they brought me to the Enterprise place, and they're like, "Hey, are you good with a Mazda Mirage?" And I'm like, "Yeah, whatever. Any car that fits me, I'm good with." He's like, "Okay, cool. I'll pull it around." He pulls it around, and it's smaller than my Honda Fit.
Why would he ask you, he or she, if that's okay?
I had no clue what a Mirage was. I've never heard of a Mazda. I mean, I heard Mazda, but not a Mirage. I don't know if I've never seen one. Yeah, it's a Mirage. And so I kind of chuckle, and I'm thinking like, and he walks around, he's like, "Everything okay with this car?" I'm like, and I literally said, I said, "Other than it looks like I'm going to be getting into a clown car, sure." And he's like, "Okay, cool, sir." And I'm just like, all right. And it's this kid. He's
that
probably
one went over his head.
Yeah, he's probably 20 years old.
Unlike your roof. Yeah.
And when I stand up, the car comes up about to my chest. And I get in, and the steering wheel's between my kneecaps. It is the smallest vehicle I maybe have ever driven. And I drove a Honda Fit for 8, 9, 10 years. And that's a small car, but it was a little roomier than actually it looked up front. This one is not. This one is not any roomier than it looks. You get in, and I'm like, wow, this thing's tiny. But it is fun. I do miss having a tiny car. Like, I always loved my Honda Fit because it was so small. I could just bust around corners without any problem. I can fit into any spot you can imaginable.
Shoebox.
Yeah, shoebox. And I joked when I picked up my wife from work today, because, as we said, both of our cars are at the same dealership. And I said I was just going to bring the car into the
just going to drive it into the
no problem. So right now I have a Mazda Mirage, I believe is what it is, in my garage, and there's so much space in my garage with that thing in there. And I have
park my car in there, my Mazda.
You probably could have. So that is my unfortunate. Had to drive up Port Washington Road at 20 to 22 miles an hour the whole way there. I felt bad at one point because I tried to stay in the right lane for most of it, but the dealership's on the left-hand side going southbound, so I had to get in the left lane, which is in general the passing lane, for about 2 blocks. I wanted to make sure I got there in plenty of time, going 22 miles an hour, and there's cars that are just like flying past me. Thankfully, and like I said, I had my hazards on.
I mean, there's only so much you can do.
Yeah, and I don't even know if technically I was probably supposed to drive it. Everything I've read, most people are saying like, "Oh no, I just had Honda come get it. It's all covered because this is it's a known issue and it is fully covered under warranty." But I got a chuckle out of that today. It's inconvenient, but ultimately, there's a lot of things in life that are inconvenient that I just really doesn't bother me too much. So. Yeah, it's John Cena's car. John Cena, who retired. So this is from the WWE. I saw a whole bunch of posts on it.
Oh yeah.
There's the meme of him in the headlock with the big smile on his face, and
you nor I, wrestling aficionados,
no.
Since we were like 12.
Yeah.
But yes, very big news in the entertainment industry. Were you spoiler? Did you hear about his match?
He lost.
Yeah.
I mean.
Not knowing any of the storylines of the last 30 years,
no clue.
All I thought was, would you let him go out on top? But maybe that's like a killing off of him or him dying off. I don't even know the storyline, so I should just quit talking. I have no idea. But
I don't know.
I guess there's a little piece of me that just assumed it maybe, and clearly they fooled me because I think, well, clearly you'd let him go out on top, but.
Maybe that's too obvious.
Exactly.
And
that's what I was saying.
He seems like the type of guy that'd be like, "Oh, I don't care. I'll go out as a loss because I'm going to do whatever. I'll maybe get more attention or something that way."
So,
yeah.
Well, maybe he'll be hawking ornaments now.
Well, it says here, someone on the board mentions when you retire, you always lose to go out.
Oh.
So maybe that's just a known thing.
Well, then that'd be anticlimactic to then all the viewers, if that's like a known thing.
Maybe
that feels too obvious too. And again, when there's only 2 outcomes, I guess you could argue both. Kind of, it feels all too similar to when you put the picture of the person that won the tournament on one of the thumbnails in the final round, even though there's 4 people. So no matter what you do, somebody's going to say, "Oh, I knew it. The thumbnail gave it away."
Yeah.
Oh, they had it in the front 9 instead of the back 9, or they had them on the back 9. Of course they went on to win, or they weren't featured in the thumbnail at all, so obviously they won it. That I love that argument nonstop.
Yeah, and he did a great cameo in Pluribus, which is the new Apple TV show. Yeah. I'm enjoying that particular TV series quite a bit. It's very, I would say, very slow and methodical, and just I think really good acting. It's not like there's nothing exciting about that. You're like, there's no action to it. It's just a good story right now. So I'm enjoying it quite a bit.
So it's no Squid Games.
No Squid Games, which I still am not probably going to watch.
Yeah, I can see you not caring for it.
Yeah, I get the concept of the point. It just doesn't seem kind of up my alley. And I'm a big sci-fi guy. I'm a big fantasy guy, but it just. I understand where it's coming from. I kind of understand the story. I don't need to. Yeah.
You're not all for people dying.
Oh, I don't mind if people die. A lot of shows I watch where people die.
Speaking of dying ornaments, so I have learned how to do some staining. As crazy as that sounds.
Sure.
You put like stain on and then you
and
wipe
you
it off.
Yeah.
It seems like a lot of work.
It is.
Not a fan. Anyway, so real quick, in all seriousness, I just want to say that these are something that have been worked on lately. I don't know. I guess you'll be able to see that. Let me put the backing to it. So here, for instance, you can select different colors, but then we have a little backing on it, and then I just simply glue that on real quick. Line it up. Yeah. I got it on backwards. I'm an idiot. There we go. That now it looks way better. So there's like a little truck with a basket on it. Another idea that we had was a snowman that's got a basket. Hey, of course, we know that one of our biggest fans and supporters out there, Yeti, of course, is going to need this one. Where I put together a Yeti,
there you go,
along with a disc golf basket, so that can be made an ornament, and then you can choose something like a stained back like that.
You have different colored stains?
Different
green
colored
and
stains.
red?
Yeah, green and red and purple.
Maybe
brown. So look at all those different stains. That's kind of cool if you wanted one. Here's another one with a just a disc golfer. I'm just to throw it up there. So another one. And don't tell her or her sponsor or Porsche.
This sounds like copyright issues. I feel like I'm running
Don't tell
into
Porsche. Don't tell Nike. Don't tell anyone else that
it's a Porsche driving on a swoosh.
It might be an original picture that I took of one 2-time world champ Kristen.
Yeah,
and then
you wouldn't know it was her unless someone told you.
It's totally not.
Yeah,
no, that is not her image or likeness. And she does not need a royalty for this. So if you wanted a female, we've got that as well. So anyway, a couple different options.
So you get a male, a female, or a Yeti. Those are your three options.
Or a truck.
or a truck. Okay.
If you're from Illinois, these were actually pretty popular this weekend. A number of these sold. We made a little...
Jail cell?
A little...
Shout out to Illinois.
A little Illinois. I could obviously make one with any state. So if you have a state and you want a basket in it and then something on there, we could do that too. So anyway, big shout out to Dave. He's obviously the crafty one, but I'm learning a few new skills and doing a few things. Also playing around with the idea. And then you can select a ribbon that
really
goes
nice.
along with it. Thanks.
Yeah,
I got these that I don't think anybody necessarily wants, but maybe in a giveaway they'd take. Just a little kind of a ornament that says the disc golf guy on it. And then... one of the other cool things...
You can hang it on your basket with lights. And we see a lot of people in apartments do that. Rather than getting a tree, they'll take their portable basket, put some lights on it, maybe a few ornaments.
One of the other things that I'm just playing around with, so let me know if your club or your tournament or anyone else is interested, we could stain a disc, which shows up really... There it is. Stain a disc, put something like a logo on it, and then on the back, you could have it customized. Oh, that's me. I'm doxing myself. Anyway, put PDG number, whatever you want. So all of that stuff can be done. These obviously are kind of like more of a mini size. In theory, you could drill a hole through this and we could make this an ornament too. But anyway, different stains, different things that could be done. So I'm playing around. It's been a lot of fun. I appreciate Dave and the Dyers Guild, who has all the crafty skill sets and then some of the tools. But I'm playing a lot with some different laser options. And so yeah, if a club or a tournament wanted to do something, I can do some of this stuff now.
That's some pretty cool stuff.
I can't promise that it's going to actually be done well, but it'll be made with love. That much I can promise.
That's what counts.
So if you need an ornament of any kind, I am offering these. Reach out to me. Maybe you want a couple of them, or like I said, if you maybe you want to buy them for the whole club, every member in your club, and you've got a pretty easy one that I can knock out. That'd be actually kind of a cool thing. Is every club member gets an ornament? So anyway, those are some options. Now, speaking of Christmas, I have a gift for you, Johnny.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, because you have no idea what it is, which is the best part.
Literally, I have not come prepared with a gift for you, Terry.
Go figure.
It's a little early.
It's up my shirt.
Oh, wow.
And
that limits it to about 3 or 4 things.
It is brought, let's... I don't know which clue to give you. It is an item from Japan.
Okay. Did you get it?
You went to Japan.
I
went to Japan in 2008. You went in 2010 along with me.
Yeah.
So we went in 2010, and then I was also there in 2008. But this is an item from Japan.
Is it from 2010 Japan, or is it more recent?
From 2010 Japan.
Okay. That could be like a hero disc. That could be maybe the robe that you don't fit into anymore.
What are you trying to say? Because you do.
No, I don't fit into mine either. I'm just saying. Those are really cool robes. Mine's upstairs. I could wear it next week if you want.
I would like to see you put that on and see how that goes.
Could be a cool mini.
Could be some sushi I found in one of my
2010.
Yeah,
Thanks.
it certainly could be.
That would explain
Some belly lint, as Tim has suggested.
That would explain a lot. No, I'm stumped.
Does it help if I tell you Dynamite Vichy is involved?
It could be then a 150 class disc, because that was the going weight.
Yeah,
back
you couldn't
then.
have him heavier than 152 or 152 point something grams or something.
Something like that. And Dana was maybe I don't know who he was sponsored with. Was he sponsored by Vibram at that point?
Might have been Vibram-ish.
But
no, it wouldn't even. Yeah, it could have been Vibram at the time. Yep.
Yeah. Dana Dynamite Vichy.
To answer the question on the board, Dana is good. He's doing obviously everything with Climo Disc Golf. He is really the sole employee of Climo Disc Golf, and was right next to me at the vendor mart this weekend, the swap meet, and he's doing very well. He is not having another kid. He has two children who are young adults, young women, young girls. So he doesn't have any infants or little, super little ones running around. So. And none more that I know of, unless you know something I don't. But he's very good. Couple hugs. All right, here it is.
All right.
Close your eyes. Here's the surprise. All right, open your eyes.
Oh, holy crap. That is a 150 class. Is that a T-Bird, maybe?
No, I think it's a destroyer. It is a destroyer. A 158. It's penned 158 from Innova, but then when they officially stamped it at Hero, by Hero, at the tournament, which is one of the cool things about going to the event, is it was stamped as weighing 159.8 or 159.00 grams.
That is
so I want to put that
clearly
in
a disc that I lost at some point.
Or you lent to him, possibly?
Or maybe I lent it. Maybe I lent it to him. Yeah. When we were in
so there it is.
When we were, because was he in Japan in 2010?
Yeah.
There he was. Yeah. Maybe I lent it to him, and he's
Tochigi Nasu Shibara.
Because I was primarily a Discraft thrower,
right,
at that point, and so Discraft was very
limited,
very limited to get 150 class discs at the time. Well, thank you, Dynamite Vichy. This is much appreciated. I do.
Seems more fitting now than ever.
Yeah,
might have to bust that out.
My arm speed might be better for that. But so when I got there, I had maybe 2 or 3 discs that were 150 that I brought with me that I felt were confident. So I just went there and just bought discs.
Right.
And kind of tried them out the day or two before while we were there. And so it was a lot of, because it was an Innova, a Hero Innova event, it was all Innova stuff. And I wasn't super familiar, but I do recall a few discs that were like, if I recall, maybe this particular destroyer was crazy overstable.
Could have been,
and which is why I didn't enjoy throwing it. But that was again 100 years ago, or 15, and yeah, this is awesome. Well, thank you, Dana.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you lent it to him or if somehow it got mixed up in packing or something or whatever. Who knows? Well, or if it was found and then he just grabbed it or whatever. But nonetheless, he handed it to me and
it's cool.
Told me to hand it back to you. So
if I did,
he had it in his sales box, and he's like, "Oh, I'd probably feel bad about selling this when I should return it."
Did he really?
No. Oh. Well, he had it in his boxes, but I think with the intent to hand it to me.
Well, if I did loan it to him, shame on you for not getting it back to me sooner.
Yeah, no kidding.
No,
dude, that is the slot in your bag you've been missing. You make
15
you make
years.
all those charts, whatever those charts
those flight
are.
charts.
Who I don't know what program even makes those,
I'm
but
not sure.
Where it's always like, what's the slot I'm missing in my bag? What disc do I need right here? Mm-hmm. I mean that fits like 9 slots for you.
Yeah,
feels good in the hand.
Oh yeah, probably holds any line I put it on.
Any line you put it on.
It's got the perfect dome.
You're right.
Yeah,
good for a beginner. Good for a seasoned vet like yourself.
Yeah, it's great grip.
Great grip.
Yeah, that's
exactly in all conditions.
In all conditions,
whether it's like sweat, like sweltering heat, whether it's cold, Yeah, all conditions.
And no matter the type of player I am, this is a good disc. You know,
all skill levels.
From all skill levels, from when I was like okay in 2010 to when I got a little bit better, and then it got back
way
down
worse.
to way worse. So this will work for me all purposes.
Exactly.
That's great. Thank you very much, Dana. It's much appreciated.
I'll follow that up and say, not that's quite the excitement, but today was announced. It was announced today. The golden ticket has been found.
Oh, for the Luna packs?
I heard there's
a
second that's in my boxes, though. So, yes, apparently.
You have the silver ticket.
Yes. Let's just start
making
rumor.
a rumor.
Dude, there's you didn't hear?
We understand.
There's a silver ticket, too. And it's actually so underground, like nobody's heard of it yet. But
it's super
there's a
on
silver
the DL.
ticket out there. And I think it went to the 53072 zip code, right? Like,
sure.
Meaning I definitely got it. So anyway, congrats. It looks like a gentleman in Ohio.
What does the golden ticket do? I forget.
It gets you onto a practice round or a Luna battle round with Paul and AB.
Okay.
So you get to go be embarrassed by those two, which will be fun no matter how good you are, I would assume. I mean,
sure.
You have to assume 90% of the people that get that ticket are through the roof. There's a few that are probably a little timid and or maybe a little scared. But, it looked like a gentleman, a younger adult, I'm going to say in his 20s maybe, from what I could see from the picture. I think he's from Ohio. So, Tim, maybe you've got info, but I could have swore I saw it posted today that the golden ticket has been found.
Okay. That's cool. Good for him.
No, it's not, because you want to buy more of those Luna battle packs from me.
Well, I mean, you can still buy the Luna battle packs, knowing
it's still
you're not
a great deal.
Not that you're not going to get the gold ticket. If that's the only reason you're buying them, then, geez, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, you want to get the some of the awesome Lunas that you still have in boxes. Some of those
That's true.
Rare ones.
Yes. Congratulations, Wesley Krull. Krull. It's posted on Discraft's page and probably in a few other places, but it looks like his decision on keeping it. Oh yeah, maybe there's a question as to if he would let it go or would you sell it? Like would you pass that along? Let's say if somebody came to you, if somebody came to you and said, "Hey, you know what? I'm nervous. I don't want to do it. I'm not good in front of camera." Whatever the reason. I've got a wedding that weekend. Whatever.
Yeah, what's the number?
Well, I don't know if it's predetermined. But anyway, if somebody said, "You know what? I would like to just offer it. I would like to make an offer on that ticket." What, assuming it's transferable, I haven't read any of the details here, but assuming let's just say it's transferable. He could, in theory, sell it to someone else. What is that worth? Well, there's the question of the day.
What is that worth? So getting to play a round, let's just say it's a round with Paul and AB doing Luna battles.
Yeah, that's going to be featured then on like AB and or Paul's channel.
I would say, oh gosh, what's the right number here?
Not the number you'd pay for it.
No, I'm trying to think of like a number. It's not like I have any more opportunity than the average guy to play with that. And
no,
is my ambition to do that? No, but I would find that a lot of fun. But I would think that's got to sell for $1,500, right?
I don't think that's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I think if you said $15,000, I'd say that's crazy. But $1,500's not a.
I think that's like a good number. Is there somebody that's like maybe a huge AB, a huge Paul fan that maybe would pay more for that? Yes. The $1,500 sounds. Dyer's Guild says the golden tickets from MVP have been going for $1,200. So I don't feel like I'm too far off.
Yeah, but that's an entire. I mean, it's a golden ticket, but that gets you what, to Gyropalooza? Is that what the golden ticket does for
like
MVP?
A paid trip to
Gyropalooza?
Yeah, I don't know. But $1,500 to me sounds like, if you're going to pay for something like that, like it transferable, that would probably be maybe not the minimum, but probably around there. I would think that would be a good starting number. Now, if it went higher, that's phenomenal.
Yeah. I'm reading the Facebook post right now on Discraft. Somebody saying, want to sell the ticket? I'll pay you whatever you want for it.
I want $1 million.
Some people are saying, well, if you have these under your tree, so to speak, too bad, spoiled. And Discraft, I see Discraft says, sorry to ruin the mystery. We just had a lot of people asking. So once we were able to confirm the ticket, it only felt right to post. You still have a chance at the redemption discs. They're incredible.
Yeah,
which I have all of those remaining tickets.
Again, this is not announcing the golden ticket was found is not the spoiler of the world. That's too bad. Like
I think for some it was, but I agree.
Those have been out long enough.
This is a good deal, period.
Yeah, those have been out long enough where I don't care if the fact that you were waiting for Christmas and that you're spoiled and someone's not going to get the golden ticket. The odds are so slim that you were going to get it in the first place.
1 in 20,000.
Yeah, that's pretty slim.
Not as slim as me.
I don't know how to read that. So the fact that it was announced and it was announced on Discraft's page, whatever, that's just does it take a tiny bit of the anticipation away from opening it? Sure, I could understand that.
But there are still a lot of, like they said, though, a lot of those really cool redemption packs, which essentially gets you a whole nother set of discs.
Yeah.
So you get a cool set, and then you get a whole nother cool set.
Exactly. And
so that's kind of cool.
So the fact that if someone, if Discraft posted it, great. They should. It's advertising. But what if, you had gotten it, Terry, and posted it? Do you think people would be like, "Oh, you spoiled it"? That's too bad. You can't expect the winner. You can't expect the winner not to advertise that they got it. How excited they are for that. That wouldn't make any sense to me. So too bad, so sad. If you're crying about spoilers here, I have zero sympathy for it.
Somebody says on this post, I'm glad because all the people hoarding unopened boxes can't ruin it now, trying to sell for ridiculous prices. Funny enough,
you weren't overselling.
I was not, absolutely. And it's funny because someone just asked yesterday about then purchasing them from me, and I'm like, I still have them. I still have them at regular price. I'm not trying to sell them at any inflated price whatsoever. In fact, I'm still offering a deal that if you buy enough, you get them shipped to you for free. So I'm not changing any of that mentality.
And that makes kind of for some interesting, because you and I talked about, and maybe we even did it on the show here, if the golden ticket hadn't been found, obviously those boxes start to become more valuable, but at some point those the golden ticket becomes expired.
Right.
You can't turn that in 2 years and expect Discraft to be like, "Oh, you found the golden ticket finally." Okay, or 3 years or 4 years. Or even those redemption ones. Do you expect them if someone pulls a redemption box in 4 years because someone's been holding I held on to these 20 and cool, you got that. Do we expect Discraft to make good on the redemption in 4 to 5 years?
I'm sure there's an expiration on all those.
I wouldn't. So the fact that they probably should be sold, I think, putting a 6-month expiration date on the bonuses, we'll call them, inside there is a good idea. Not only does that prevent people from hoarding them, now there's still some awesome discs in there if you don't care. And in 5 years, Terry, if you have 10 packs and you want to sell them and maybe they go for a little more, it all depends on how the Lunas are accepted in 5 years. Maybe people are gonna be like, "Oh, these run of Lunas, they're not very popular. We don't love them." Unlike this run of Luna that was phenomenal, kind of thing. But yeah, I don't mind that there being an expiration date on the bonuses.
Yeah, just for the sake of wrapping this up, somebody, of course, I can't. I'm just going to assume this is true as it's posted on this page. Someone asked where they were purchased, and a gentleman chimed in and said, Michael or Anglo-American Darts and Discs in Parma, Ohio. Parma is the disc golf mecca of Ohio, a wonderful and place with a lot of heady courses. So
cool.
Purchased, and I just posted today as well. Dana bought a pack off me at the end of the closing of the swap meet this weekend. I brought a few packs, sold a few packs. And Dana bought one off me, and as I was filming, and I posted this today saying, could you imagine if he opened it and then it's Dana and I'm filming and he opens it and the ticket's in there? Like the internet would erupt. Yeah, and probably not a. Yeah. I know, but like no matter what you do, everybody is going to like. There's I do love the randomness of this is a gentleman who seemingly is just a random purchaser. But just think if like any one of we'll say some stardom within disc golf had opened it, like there would have been all sorts of yelling and crying and speculation and accusations out there. That's all. So I am glad this is
no, I'm with
just
you.
An enthusiastic fan seemingly. So.
I'm with you.
And he, yeah. But so the question is,
hopefully he takes him up on
what will it be sold for if he sells?
I don't think he'll sell it.
You know nothing, but okay.
No, I got a gut feeling that he's not selling that. He's gonna take the round with Paul and AB, and that's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. So we shall see. I still have mine.
Yeah.
And if you need some, let me know. I think I'm going to do maybe a Lunapack battle event, maybe on New Year's Day at like a Spazland Park here in the Milwaukee area.
A nice short course.
Nice and short, not sanctioned, so you don't have to be a current PDGA member yet or any of that. Have a nice late start on a very short course, and you get the Lunapack. You've got to play with them, presumably, because every hole's under 200 feet or 250 feet and under. You got to play with them. Maybe we come up with some kind of scoring system for them, whether it's an ace or a medal hit or if it's actual score. I don't know. Come up with some silly format, fun format. And, your entry fee is just buying the Lunapack. You get your choice of Lunapacks.
That's cool.
You going to come play?
No.
Free reg anyway. I'll give you a refund if you don't come.
No.
Just give me $50.
No.
Damn it.
Now that the golden ticket's bought, why would I buy Lunapacks? Jeez.
Yeah, well, I mean, no chance for you to.
I got something better. I got a 159 Destroyer from Dynamite. What do I need those Lunapacks for?
Dyer's Guild. What is the golden ticket for the MVP? What is that? Tickets have been going for. Does that really get you just to Gyropalooza? Is that what?
I mean, if it covers like your flight and your stay,
does it though? Let me know. I'm just genuinely curious because I don't know. Gyro.
Let's see here. Let's do a quick Google search. The Gyropalooza Golden Ticket is a special prize hidden in some MVP Sports Gyropalooza boxes, granting winners access to an exclusive in-person event at the MVP headquarters in Michigan, with recent years, 2024 and 2025, leading to the 2025-2026 festivities, and tickets are also available via sweepstakes.
What it wins.
Yep, what it wins. Ticket grants you entry to next year's in-person Gyropalooza event.
Okay.
All right, so it doesn't give you like flight and everything
no.
like that. Right. Sorry, MVP. Sorry for throwing you under the bus there.
Well, they should.
Cheapskates. Just kidding.
Anyway.
I saw something weird today, Terry, and I'm hoping you can play devil's advocate. Like why this person is doing this.
Probably I could.
I went to a middle school orchestra choir concert. And we're sitting there during the orchestra. They had choir, orchestra, then band. It was literally right before we got here. My wife and I are sitting in these bleachers because all the seats are full, with a bunch of other parents. Probably about after the choir was done, because that's what my daughter was in. I was ready. I was like, we can bail out of this thing. We got there in like 45 minutes, but whatever. We didn't. This woman who's sitting maybe 20 feet from us, she's watching, and then we're sitting there, and then she pulls out her phone and flips it so she can see herself and starts putting on lipstick, which I thought, I'm like, all right, it's like 7 o'clock. I don't know. I don't know where you're going. We're at a middle school concert. I don't know why you're putting on lipstick, but whatever.
Maybe she closes down the club later that night.
I doubt it, based on her age and the fact that she's there with her husband. But that wasn't even the weird thing. That's not the weird thing. Like, that didn't even shake me.
Okay.
She puts her lipstick away, pulls out an Us Weekly magazine, with Keanu Reeves on the front.
Right.
And I was like, okay, that's a little weird, but I guess it's not, the lights are on, so it's not dark. So, because, if it's dark and you're like, just, you don't care and you're scrolling on your phone, that could be a little rude, I would think. Everyone's around you. And I didn't think much of it. I was like, all right, whatever. She's going to look through Us Weekly.
Okay.
She flips to a full-size Keanu Reeves picture that looks like it's probably about 20 years old. Dude looks like he's young, maybe just after Bill and Ted.
Sure. And she leans in and kisses
and
it.
She's just
lipstick.
She's just staring at it for like 20 seconds.
Okay.
There's no writing on this page because I'm close enough to see.
She's just ogling him.
Ogling him. Takes out her phone and starts taking pictures of Keanu in the magazine.
Okay.
My wife and I look at it. We hadn't communicated. I look at her and she looks at me, and I'm like, "What?" And my wife's like, "What? Like, why is she taking pictures of Keanu Reeves in a magazine? Like, what are you doing with those pictures?
You are sending them to.
What?
She is sending them to her best friend, who was a massive Keanu Reeves heartthrob fanboy, fangirl of, and had a similar picture / poster of Keanu
on her wall,
on her wall, and saying, "Hey, Ginny, look at Keanu 20 years ago, just like the picture.
Okay,
he's still hot, or he was hot then, and he's hot today." And then she leans in and kisses it, puts fresh lipstick on him. Or she leans in, kisses it, puts fresh lipstick, takes another picture and says, "I just kissed your man." What you gonna do about it?
The fact that it was strange, like my wife and I look at each other like, what the crap? But then another parent behind us who we happen to know taps my wife on the shoulder. My wife's like, and she's like, huh? Like what? And we're both like, I don't know. I don't get it. Like, why? It was just a weird thing to do at a middle school, or like you do that at home. Okay.
You want to be an ogling pervert, do it in your own home?
Yeah. I just, like, of all things at a middle school, like that's something you think about. You're like, ha ha ha. Okay. I wouldn't do that in public for some reason. Not that I would be embarrassed. It's just weird. You're at a middle school gym, and you're just, like everyone around you. You're just taking pictures of a Keanu in a magazine. I thought it was strange.
I liken it.
I can see where you're coming from.
I liken it to you're flipping through a magazine, and you see a spread, a picture of Mariah Carey, who before she was crazy, I thought was very attractive. Of course, I don't know what man my age didn't.
She's still attractive.
Yeah, maybe a lot more crazy.
I don't think she's that crazy, but that's fine.
Okay, to each their own.
No,
wherever your intersection is on those. But anyway, and then you're like, look at this. Like that's just my guess as to what happened. That's just my guess.
I'm hoping maybe that's it. That'd be great. The funny thing is her husband's just sitting there, not even paying attention to her as he's watching the band.
Well, and that's why she's looking at pictures of Keanu.
Maybe just
he won't look at me, so Keanu will.
Keanu will look at me. Yeah. All right, maybe that's
just my guess. Is it's a reference to a yesteryear?
I hope,
or
so.
She's just she's a special kind of lonely and's like, I need this in digital form.
Yeah, that was the funny part. And again, it was just that the location. If I took a pic, if I was flipping through a magazine at home and I saw, oh look, it's a Mariah Carey thing, Terry would get a kick out of this, and I took a picture, no questions. That's right. Funny, huh? It was the location that she did.
Would it be more weird if she took it and then goes into some Chat GPT or AI app and she clicks the button and it can remove his shirt? And then,
or it adds herself to the picture, like, hey,
or she photoshops herself in, or removes his shirt and pants, or something like that. Would that be any more weird?
That would be very weird, especially if you're in the middle school gym. Yes, I would maybe question you about that.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just.
I'm trying to think of other scenarios, because I feel like I just nailed the scenario.
You maybe,
I feel like
maybe you did. Maybe you did.
I could be dead wrong, but I feel like that's that seems the most plausible to me.
Mm-hmm.
Right? As when I look at Keanu and I take pictures of him, that's kind of, I'm sharing him with others who had an appreciation for him.
Yeah, I mean, you are like fan number like 3 in the Keanu fan club. I mean, you're just waiting for 1 and 2 to croak off, so you're the top dog.
He does seem like an incredibly nice fellow, but I guess he's like notoriously, like famously nice, right?
That's what everybody says.
Sweet and kind and gentle and does all these amazing things. But I think we also once said that about Ellen. So how'd that turn out?
Yeah, I mean,
she seemed real nice.
Sure, I mean,
until she wasn't.
I'll take. You know what? I'll take you seem nice up for every person up until they don't. I'm good with that. Like, because at some point, people are gonna be like, cool, like that person was nice their whole life.
Well,
you know.
Paintbrush Pig says, Terry, nothing about what she did was plausible.
I mean, I will take Terry's side if that's like, you know, I didn't see her chuckling or laughing. It was just a pretty blank face, serious face when she did it. And it kind of just all added, like she just put lipstick on and then she pulls out the Us Weekly and is taking pictures of Keanu. It all together just seemed a little off to me. And
what if the order was reversed? She's doing this with Keanu, looking at him, taking the picture, tucks the magazine away, and while she's tucking it away, she pulls out her lipstick and applies it. Would you also think that's right? Like,
I would think maybe that husband's getting lucky tonight. I don't know. If it were the other way around.
Yeah, maybe she's just ramping up.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. I always want people to be happy.
What if Keanu is her quote unquote hall pass? Like her and her husband, you know, there's X amount of people, whether it's 1 or 5 or whatever. Every relationship's a little different.
300-400. Sure.
Yeah, whatever. What if Keanu is her hall pass?
That's great.
And that's why he's like, whatever. You take. The question is, does she have 5 other magazines with pictures of Keanu in it?
I only saw her pull out one Us Weekly. It was a pretty big bag, but she pulled out the Us Weekly and it clear.
Was it from like 1998?
No, well, I don't know.
It was recent.
It was recent because the cover had him in his gray beard or whatever,
Okay.
And then it opened up, and it was just a picture of him when he was younger. Clearly, I mean, it looked like from 20 years ago. I mean, I'm sure I think Bill and Ted's even older than that.
Way
but
older than that.
30 years. But
yeah, it's 2025, Johnny.
Shut up. Shut your mouth. But. Yeah, it looked like Keanu from when we were younger.
Bill and Ted's got to be like 94.
Right?
Right?
Oh, it's before that, I bet.
Oh, 89.
Yeah.
Okay,
I was gonna say, early 90s, but yes, 89. Okay. Yeah.
So there's that.
All right. No, that was my weird experience today.
Did you have any other guesses?
No,
you didn't arrive at what I arrived.
No, I did not arrive at what you arrived at. In fact, my wife and I dropped it. We were like looking at each other, and we were kind of joking with the mother behind us, like, "What is she like? That is weird, right?" And everyone was like, "Yeah, that's kind of weird." And then she put after she took the picture, she put the magazine away, and
did she pay any attention to
the concert was? I think there was one more song left after that from the band. So, and then we were kind of like, "All right, that was strange. Let's go."
I don't know about strange. I mean,
I think it's strange. Now, again, maybe you have a plausible explanation.
Would it be any more strange if I did it? I put
yes.
lipstick on and then stared at Keanu Reeves pictures.
If you were in middle school and you pulled out a thing of lipstick and put it on and then took pictures of Keanu, that would be more strange, Terry. I think you'd get more looks. Yeah.
Fair enough.
So.
Quick side note, updates to life and other things. Pro Tour currently working on schedules for next year's commentary teams, and I can say this: I don't believe any schedule has been made public whatsoever, but I know they're working on final details, and I can say this because I had a conversation just today with our producer Mo, and just a discussion about streamlining some processes. I think you're going to see a lot less traveling for a number of commentators, hosts, color commentators, sideline reporters, interviewers. I think you're going to see some streamlined processes. As we know, throughout the last decade now, I have traveled to every corner of the country for whatever event that is potentially needed. and where I had work or an assignment to do, whether that's all the way from Portland and Beaver State Fling / Northwest Championship, all the way down into, I guess I haven't been down to Florida for the Supreme Flight Open. I was there for Throw Down the Mountain. But, Vermont, all the way over to the West Coast and everywhere in between. I think we're going to see a little more regionality in where some of our commentator crews
well, they've talked about
work and live, or live therefore then work. And it'll be interesting to see how the teams, because you're going to see a switch up in teams. We have very, not quite religiously, but pretty closely had some well-established, consistent teams of people. And I always, of course, use the example, when Nate and Val were live, 98% of the time, I was the play-by-play person while they were the color commentators. We've seen Ian with Philo primarily over the last couple of years. So we've seen some of these various teams formed and be relatively consistent. I'm going to spoil it right now and say I think you're going to see a number of
shake-up
of the positions and people and teams get mixed up more than what we've seen in the past.
I think that's great. Personally, I always want to see kind of figure out who works well with whom.
Sure.
Yeah, I've you and Nate and Val have always worked well together, but there's no reason why you and Brian Earhart couldn't work well, or Brian Earhart and
commentated with Philo in the past,
or Brian Earhart and
King
Philo, or yeah, exactly. Just
Holly Finley.
Mixing up the commentator groups, I think in general is good. And just to, there is something to be said about establishing a relationship with your co-host. You guys have, a flow, a pattern, some unwritten kind of understanding of when someone's going to talk. And by mixing people up, you are going to run into some people that are going to step on each other a little bit. Mm-hmm. But you also we need to know who can work with whom. So I like the idea of moving and mixing and matching different commentator crews.
Yeah, and also it's to be said, within the last couple of years, we've seen a few more people come into the fold on a slightly more regular basis. Now, what everyone's assignments are, I absolutely do not know that, what they are for next year myself. I don't know the full scope of the schedule.
What am I commentating on this year?
We are getting you in there with, who should we put you in there with?
Yeah.
Do you want to do play-by-play or color?
I think I'd be better at color.
Okay. So we need you as play-by-play.
But I want someone new for play-by-play. You need to come up with someone who hasn't done play-by-play. And we're going to make this a total train wreck. So who hasn't done play-by-play that should do play-by-play with me? Like, reach into your bag of tricks. And maybe just play-by-play for the Pro Tour. Maybe they've done so.
Someone that's knowledgeable, that's experienced, and just for the namesakes, because we've got like the Nate combo thing going.
Oh, sure.
What about you and Johnny McRae?
I don't think he'd probably be good play-by-play, but I don't know. So I'd love to try it. I think maybe again, I'm talking about mixing things up, but maybe we bring back good old Dave. I got to do it with him in 2011.
Yeah, Dave would be good. But again, if we're going to go with the John theme, Crazy John would be your guy.
Oh, I would love to do it with Crazy John. I truly would. I think that would be so much fun.
Just saying.
Yeah, me and Crazy John, let's make it happen.
Johnny V and Crazy John. Crazy Johnny V.
Oh.
Crazy Johnny V is the commentary team name.
Yeah,
nailed it.
Buy my cars. I sound like a used car salesman.
Crazy Johnny V.
Yeah, I think doing it with Crazy John would be a lot of fun.
So
sold.
Would you would of course match the sweater vest as the uniform.
Whatever he wears, I will find something appropriate.
I would think that you would have to match the sweater vest with him.
I could pull that off.
Because he looked good in it. I don't know that you'd look as good, but he did.
I can't say I'd look as good.
So you would have to roll with it.
Yeah, I would do that. I would do that for him, for us.
I feel like change.org, whatever petition website we need to find, let's get to it. Paintbrush Pig says Schwebby for play-by-play. Yeah.
That'd be all right.
Johnny V and Schwebby? That'd be a a tall
That'd be
team.
that'd be a tall team. I just think of someone. I mean, Schwebe doesn't. Not that Schwebe couldn't do it. He doesn't have the experience of throwing to commercial and stuff like that. Like a crazy John Brooks, I think could pick that up and roll with it.
Yeah, he's already got it.
He's got that down pat. And then of course we'd probably have to. It'd be
bring in Rebecca, who celebrated a birthday yesterday. Rebecca Duffy.
Rebecca Hall Duffy.
Yeah. So happy birthday,
Even
Rebecca.
though I think she's Rebecca Duffy now, but
yeah.
For the Casey Wide Open.
That seems like a no-brainer.
John knows that. Crazy John knows that one better than anything.
Some history down there. Seems like a no-brainer.
Let's make it happen.
All right.
Petition DGPT. Let's make this happen.
Speaking of the DGPT, I know I just kind of gave that, but also they have been making postings with regard to some
hiring, right?
Hiring. And so if some of that stuff interests you and
some of it's travel,
and if you're looking for a paycheck, that's one way to look. Operations coordinator, on-site retail supervisor. I don't know who had exactly all these positions. I know one of our on-site retail supervisor types was Destiny, Gavin Rathbun's wife and now baby mama. So I believe she's stepping away from that role. I know that she was one person working in the retail area. There's an operations contractor, a competition contractor. What else is available? Did I say them all? Media coordinator and a production assistant. So if you're looking for paychecks and you like to look for them, that is a good place to look.
Yeah, if you want to get in on the disc golf.
Patience is a key.
You want to get in on the disc golf as a career of some sort, get your foot in the door. There you go.
All right, let's do a giveaway. I want to give away an ornament.
Let's give away an ornament, Terry.
It might be just one of my choosing. If you watched and you know what's going on and you want to chime in, you can tell me exactly what you want. Otherwise, one's just gonna show up. An ornament. Put it on. Maybe you have a Christmas tree. Maybe you don't. Put it on
your basket.
Put it on your bag. I mean, honestly, it could be like a bag tag for you. Maybe you don't celebrate Christmas by putting ornaments on trees. That's cool too. Put it on your, it could be like an oversized bag tag.
I just don't know how, like putting it on a bag, it might get a little beat up.
That's fine. Then you buy another one.
You get another one. I figured that was
There's
coming.
no warranty.
Yeah.
No
All right.
warranties.
We have 99 people eligible for our giveaway tonight, Terry. You can be eligible by becoming a Patreon supporter, patreon.com/SmashBoxxTV. When you become a Patreon supporter, you get an ad-free version of this podcast. You don't get any of the ads we insert in, and you get the podcast earlier. You get a private podcast feed, and you get a free hug or kiss from Terry if you happen to see him on the road.
If you find me on the road and you pin me down, just call me Keanu and then give me slap a kiss on me. That's all you got to do.
We have 99 people eligible for our giveaway tonight, Terry. What number should we generate?
Well, let's generate the first one.
All right, our very first.
No, can't be. We highly talked up 2 events for the new year,
and it's the second time Griff's been on.
Right. So
okay. Our first number is 12. I sorted it by email address.
Ooh.
Our second number is 37 in a row. That's an old Clerks joke for those of you playing at home. 37 is looks like Tyler Hemke. Tyler Hemke.
Love it.
Congratulations, Tyler. His email starts with an F.
And it doesn't. And first of all, 2 interesting notes there. One, it starts with an F and it doesn't have frisbee.
Nope.
So it's not the F word that we're usually thinking of.
It starts with the word fly, though.
I'm just saying. It's not frisbee.
It's not frisbee.
I'm disappointed. But secondly,
I'm not.
It's our only effing email that starts with F.
Well, yeah, you're right. It's the only effing email that starts with F. We have an E, an F, and a G. There you go.
It's the only one.
So
thank you.
Thank you, Tyler. We'll get this out to you, and we'll send this
home for the holidays.
Home for the holidays. Yeah, put it up in your tree. Take a picture of it. Share it on social media, and let us know how much you enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. With that, I think your enjoyment time is over. It is for me. 10 o'clock. 2-hour show. Not too bad. Hope you guys had some fun with us. If you didn't, it's Johnny V's fault.
Come back next week. We'll be more fun.
No promises there either. What is next week?
Called
the 23rd?
Yeah, it's
We're
going to be
back on the 23rd.
It's like it's Christmas Eve.
Pushing at Christmas time. Yeah, but hopefully you guys are safe. Stay warm wherever you are if you need to. Probably no matter where you are, you probably need to stay a little bit warm. So make sure you do that.
You're lucky. I fixed the the boiler that was down here. It would have been very cold down here if I hadn't fixed it earlier this morning.
You're the
Technically, it was the thermostat that was the problem.
Who's more of a hero in my life, you?
Me. Whatever the answer is.
Or
me.
Keanu?
Me, because you're not a big fan of most Keanu's movies.
That.
So I'm a bigger hero.
But he hasn't helped me yet, really.
You don't know that.
Not directly.
You don't know that.
Indirectly, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah.
I mean, if he's out, never mind. Okay, I'm gonna
take some pictures of Keanu and we'll call it a night.
We will. Thank you guys for joining us. That's been Smashbox podcast episode 586's after show. We love you. Be smart, be safe, be kind to each other, all that good stuff. For Johnny V, I'm the Disc Golf Guy. We'll see you next week. You step inside the Smashbox.